Water is essential in industry, whether it's used for cooling purposes, as a solvent, or as a transport medium. But this natural resource costs money, sometimes up to 400,000 euros per year. Driven by economical reasons, a growing number of industrial producers have started to adopt a more sustainable approach. They implement new instruments to make water processes more efficient and save costs. Last June, German trade fair Achema was the occasion for many companies to showcase their water management solutions. For the German company Andres & Hauser, a better water cycle control means collecting the right information.
It's our newest turbidity sensors. It's this very instrument which goes to very low turbidity values, so you can really control filtration process, clean water processes, and this sensor can be used inline without any maintenance and control. So you can use it to control water cycles, water filtration process, water cleaning process with these turbidity sensors. The second example is this little sensor. It's not only the electrode, it is a principle to make analysis easier. It's the MemoSense principle. We have no contacts, we have all intelligence in the sensor, so the handling of sensors in process industry is much easier.
Recycling water is another major trend, and more companies are investing in this field. Festo, for example, provides an automation loop that enables treating wastewater inside the production process itself.
Water is a growing market, not only on the municipal area of water and wastewater treatment plants for municipal purposes. Also, the field of industrial water is very interesting for us. In nearly every factory you have applications where you have the need to treat water in front of a process or to treat water after a process to enable the process to continue with reused water and have a closed loop. Festo provides a comprehensive product range for water and wastewater treatment equipment, and start with the first imagination of the automation pyramid, where you would have on the baseline the process valves and the actuators, such an example like here, and a quarter-turn actuator here, and then we go ahead to the control level where we have remote IOs, where we have valve terminals, and this supplies the compressed air to the actuators. And also we have HMI systems with a control function inside, so that we have a complete automation loop, a control function within these two lines.
According to Festo, nearly 100% of the water used in the process can be reused with this system. Reaching such a recycling level is a valuable achievement, but some want to go even further by getting rid of water discharge completely. The idea is simple. Only solid waste shall remain in the process.
The ZLD stands for Zero Liquid Discharge, and this is a concept that is applied by Veolia to many clients, industrial clients, mostly in countries where water is a scarce resource. So this means that finally a final step in the process is in many cases an evaporator or a crystallizer, so that there's only solid waste remaining on the plant. The major benefits for customers are that the system or the plant is like a kind of self-sufficient. So you are using the water which usually goes to municipal wastewater plants will be recycled and reused in the process.
While Veolia confirmed that this concept enabled their clients to save water costs, no figures are currently available. The German process expert GIA has also developed zero liquid discharge technologies.
We have, for instance, a technology called centrifugal decanters or centrifugal separators, discharge separators, and based on density, these machines separate solids from liquids. In order to treat zero liquid discharge solids out of dissolved material, we also have the technology like evaporation. We evaporate the liquid and condensate then further on the solids, followed by crystallization or even freeze concentration or distillation. If you take, for instance, the mechanical separation, so the suspended solids separation with, for instance, decanters. The big advantage of this is that in a small footprint, you have a very efficient throughput capacity on a very small footprint. And the latest technology, what we call the CF decanter series, has also a very low energy consumption. So the performance of the machines.
Is the ZLD concept the model of the future? According to GIA, the answer is yes. The company has already provided large decanters that turn wastewater into drinking water to a plant in Singapore.
I'm convinced that zero liquid discharge is absolutely the trend for the future, and it benefits, everybody is benefiting from this. And actually, I would like to see that in future we add one more zero liquid discharge process on top of it, because at the moment, if you take a very large water consumption or water treatment system called municipal wastewater treatment, basically there is no country in the world who could use the treated municipal wastewater for industrial water or drinking water production. So what happens in a municipal wastewater treatment plant, the treated water is disposed in the river or in the lake nearby, and if we could use that water as the source to treat it further back to drinking water, like we did in Singapore, and that is actually a trend I would like to see in more countries. It's going to happen in more countries.
However, one big hurdle is cost. A complete ZLD project can cost up to 500,000 euros.